Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. We're back in Dyson Sphere program. Let's pick up where we left off at the end of the last episode. We were talking about whether we should invest in automating our foundation creation, and that's going to allow us to have to set up a more level surface to build our factory on. I think that's going to look pretty cool. I want to go after that, and then maybe immediately after getting that automated, we will set out to create our uh, more permanent research lab matrix, or array, I should say, an array of research labs that we're going to feed all of our different matrices into. Right now, we've got the electromagnetic matrices and the energy matrices that we're creating. We'll route those into a array of research labs, and that'll do our tech tree research for us. But right now, I was just looking around here before the episode, and I see that we've got a nice, good supply of stone here. We need that for the platforms. And then earlier, this is a few episodes ago, we already set up steel production. So we've got a nice, good-sized iron mine here set up, and we've got a bunch of steel beams being created right here in our smelter. So we're turning them into ingots, and then we're turning it into steel. Let's see. Yeah, and that's a pretty straightforward recipe, actually. Kind of surprised that that's all it takes is iron ingots to turn it into steel. Maybe down the road they'll add some ingredients or something. That seems pretty basic. Anyway, but we can leverage the steel that we're creating. We've got another iron vein here, a bunch of iron ore that we can leverage once this one runs out. And that stone deposit looks pretty good. So I'm thinking we're going to be building on an unlevel surface here for our foundation automation, but that's going to allow us to those foundations and level the land for our future development. So let's go ahead and do that. I think all we're going to need to do is pop down an assembler and another miner over here for the stone. So let's do that. Let's clear out a couple of these guys. And in between episodes, I'll go through and clean some of this area out. I did some just south of where we're at now. But let's clear out this last little bit of stone. We'll make use of that. Get that guy. And there's one more over here, it looks like. And what I'm thinking of doing is just popping down an assembler over here somewhere. Let's see. Somewhere. Let's do it. Let's pop it down right there. That's in our energy grid. And let's get the steel moving over there. Run a belt. We've got 227 belts, so we're okay there. I think I can do it from there to here. Let's just see. Boom to boom. Boom to boom. That didn't turn out the best. Let's try that assembler one, or that sorter one more time. I don't like the way that got placed. It's reaching too far, so I may need to move this belt over one. Let's see. Still getting up to speed on these sorters and how to line up the belts with the building. See how it looks like it's not in the center? It's kind of off to the side. But if I put a belt over here, it's going to look off to not on the center. So it's kind of strange. I don't know if it's just the perspective or what the issue is. But if we don't have these sorters lined up nice, then it actually slows down the how fast they move products. So see how we're over on an angle there? Let's go ahead and take out that belt and see if we can't straighten it in, at least as we get closer to the assembler. I think it's got to come over one. So that just seems weird to me. Now, I don't know if there's a way to nudge the assembler over. Let's see. Let's see. Is there a shift? I'm just trying some different controls here to see if I can get this not to snap to grid. There's probably a way. Well, let's just go to the middle. now, in the interest of time. And we'll set up our sorter to pull that stuff in as quickly as possible. Let's pick a recipe. We're going to want foundations down here at the bottom right. So there is that. Now we just need to set up our stone mine. We're going to do some belts across the surface here. Before we do, I'm wondering if I should grab some iron. Let's make sure we've got plenty of belts. All right, what do they need? More iron. I'm going to grab some iron out of our miner here. And just build some more belts. Make sure we have a lot of those on supply. There we go. All right, and we're going to need a miner, which I probably should have built before I did all that other stuff. What do we need? More steel. Go ahead and grab that. Mining machine. We may actually have one on hand. Let's see. Nope, we gotta wait for that to craft. Well, that's a bummer. That's all right. We can start maybe with the belts. So we're gonna need to get belts all the way across this water. Hop up there. I can clear some of these stones real quick. Maybe I can't. Is my inventory full? Why isn't he not doing it? There he goes. Boom, 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 boom. Let's just get our belts going while we're waiting for things to craft. Not sure why it's forcing us to do that little crook there. Is that we need a little more power. Just bring a Tesla tower over. Too close to another. Okay, we're just waiting for a construction. There we go. And we can head back over while our construction bots do their thing. And then we'll check our inventory to see if we've produced our mining machine. Let's go ahead and check inventory. I don't see it there yet. Let's look at our crafting menu, see how far out we are. Not too bad. 2 of all these components, and then we'll get our mining machine. Doing good on sorters. We just burned through a bunch of belts, but we still have 260. So that's not too bad. We need to run power over here. We know that. Let's see. I think I've got a couple more. I've got some more wind turbines, but I'm tempted to hold off on those because I want our thermal power generator to burn through more of that refined oil and do it faster so we get more energy matrices. We still have some balancing to do. But right now, if you remember, the refinery is taking that crude oil, turning it into the refined oil plus the hydrogen that we need for the energy matrices. We're just not burning off enough of that refined oil to maximize our production of the hydrogen that we need. So we're getting some, we're just not getting, we're not getting it fast enough. So I'm thinking if the more we tax this energy network, hopefully the faster that thermal power generator will burn to that refined oil. All right, let's see if we've got our miner. We should by now. Let's go ahead and pop this guy down. We're going to grab some stone. Again, we're in the process of setting up production of our foundations. Let's go grab another Tesla tower and bring it nearby. Boom. And now we just got to connect up these belts. And I think this one doesn't even need the... oops, angle too wide. Okay. You insist. Let's do it. That's fine. All right. Get that constructed, and then we'll head back over. And we should now be able to see. I'm going to kind of... I don't want to do too much flying right now until we get a better energy source that's quicker for me to refuel the mecha. So I'm not crazy about standing underneath the charge tower just yet. Once we research the bigger battery, that might be a little better.
Your production compound has reached a certain scale. Now click the statistics panel button at the bottom right corner of the screen to view statistics. It includes the output consumption of each item, electricity data, etc. Use these dynamic data can help you to manage your production base.
All right, let's take a look at that. It's right here in the statistics panel in the lower right. Let's go ahead and click that. And there's just a bunch of information in here, I think, about everything we're producing and the consumption. So we've got more than enough iron ore overall. So tons of data here if you want to fine-tune your factory. Right now, it's a little early stage for me to be thinking about that. Here's our power production. Looks like we've got research here. Research speed is 14.6. It's going down as we are probably not producing enough of these energy matrices. And then the Dyson sphere, we have not started yet, so that is coming. All right. Let's continue on. We were looking to see if we are getting our foundations. And what is the holdup? Lack of material. Now, what do I not have routed? I thought you just needed steel. That's steel. Oh, okay. We've got one more production step here that we skipped. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. I think we need to convert that raw stone into this stuff, the stone ore into stone plates, for lack of a better term. Let's see, where can I produce this? Smelting facility. Interesting. All right, let's build a smelter. Let me just check and see if I've got one. I don't. Let's see if I double click that. It should take me in. I need to go fetch some more steel. Oh, look at that. I finally need some copper. I have some stored here, I believe, in this guy. First, let's grab that steel. Boom. Or iron ore, I should say. And let's grab... oh, no copper here. Where is it? I have a little bit of ore. I have a bunch of copper bars stored off somewhere. All right, let's see if it lets us make the smelter. We definitely need that. Just one will do. Looks like it's queuing it up, so we'll be good there. We've got a copper vein here we need to remember. So that will be useful. Also, if you click on these guys, or just mouse over it, we'll show you how many each little vein has. So that's kind of handy. And then if you back off here, you can see the total vein reserves for that whole cluster. So 250,000. All right, let's see if our smelter is done. We'll just turn this stone ore into stone blocks, I guess. Boom. And we're just going to go straight in. I'm not going to worry about caching any of this resource. Boom to boom. And pop that in. And same thing over here. Let's get our belt. wonder if I can do it. I guess not. Let's see, from here to here. And you to you. And it looks like we need power. Let's strap another Tesla tower. We're going to have to build some of these. And pick a recipe. We want stone. All right, now we should see foundations getting built. Nice. I like it. Those, I think, are going to come in handy, and I think they're going to dramatically improve the look and layout of our factory as we go. Let's pump those into a storage units for now. Just going to go in the middle. Boom. Boom. Storage. We've got one more left. I'll pop that guy. Swing the there. Get a couple of sorters on here, and we will be good to go. Nice. Let's take a look real quick while we're accumulating some of those. Let's take a quick look at our thermal power station and see how fast it's burning. It's going pretty good. Power load. So I don't see our grid flickering. So that's good. But I can't really tell what the max generation rate is. So it looks like the current generation fluctuates quite a bit. And the power load is fluctuating a little bit. But again, I'd like this guy to really be burning up this refined oil quick so we can get more hydrogen over to our energy matrix production. Let's take a look at the research. I don't see either of these things ticking off. I know we are producing energy matrices, so let's just see if they're getting stuck or what's going on. Kind of would expect this number to be coming down. So let's see if I'm mistaken about what this research lab is actually doing. Now I see energy matrices making their way into the lab. What is this guy waiting on? It says it's got 0, but it's got some queued up right here waiting to come in. Right, now it just processed one. Oh, I see. Well, ignore these two. That's because the sorter is grabbing from far away. So it's not a huge deal given our production's kind of slow. Is that number ticking down? Over here on the left, let's just take a look when the next one comes through. We're at 128. Okay, yeah, that is. We're slowly researching. It's not a great setup, but we're going to improve that. Again, our power network looks good. We're not flickering. So let's grab some more foundations and let's see if we can lay these things down. We'll go back over to where we started. And I'm thinking this area over here is where we can put down that initial research array. Again, kind of like what you do in Factorio. It's kind of common in Factorio to have a row of research labs and then a bunch of belts feeding in the different science packs. That's kind of what I'm thinking of here. Let's go to environment modification. Let's see how these work. Boom. I'll keep an eye on the soil pile here. We need to keep that balanced, I believe. So we're getting some soil pile, and then we're consuming it as we go over the water here. So we still have plenty. And I may be out of foundation blocks. Let's just see how that looks. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. So we could probably try this mode with decoration. Let's go grab some more. Probably going to need to let this run for a while before we get enough foundation blocks. So But yeah, we've only got another 28. Production's not super fast on these. Oops, I got spun around there. Now, where is our... Down here. That's right. Let's try one of these other modes. Van restore. I have no idea what that is. So we did it with decoration. What is this lay foundation without decoration? I think what this is going to do is just level the land and not give you a surface here or a texture. Let's try it and see what it does. Okay, so that is just to level the land, and if you don't want a platform, you can just level the land. But I kind of like the look of this. I think that's gonna enhance things a bit. Maybe there's places where we will opt not to use the textures. But I think that looks kind of cool. Let's go ahead and do that. Boy, we chew through them pretty darn quick. But again, what we're going to slap on top of here are our research labs. These guys. I've got 3 of them on hand here. Let's go ahead and place 3 of them just for the heck of it. It gets us started. And then we're going to need to run belts in from our energy matrix production, which is over here. And so what we'll probably do is rejigger this a bit. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Boom. And we'll take the energy matrices out of here and send them along this way. We'll improve this production as well as we go. But we want to route these guys, the energy matrices, over to our array of research labs here. So let's go ahead and get that started. We're doing incremental development here. We're going to tear out some stuff as we go. Let's run some belt. Come here. I'm going to come straight out this way. And it's a little hard. See, the way they have the planets modeled, you can't run a consistent straight belt all the time. See how it's got that little kink in it? That's just the way the planets are modeled. Okay, we passed it. I kind of want to come down. Something like this. Maybe a little bit further. Yeah. I think one more. And then come into this guy. So we'll give this a shot, see how it goes. When they're stacked like this, the research labs, you just have to pick one recipe. We're going to pick research, and that will apply to all of them. We definitely need to get power over here. Let's see if we can get a convenient connection. That one looked like it worked pretty good. Let me go hit the charging station here for a second. We'll recharge up. Probably out of fuel. Yep, we're burning through it pretty quick. I'll get rid of some of this wood. Pretty cool. All right, we'll charge up, and then we will head back and complete this belt. And then the next thing will be to get the other electromagnetic matrices routed into here as well. And then maybe we'll pick up that research lab that we no longer need. Just hang out here for a second. Okay, I did see a little blink on the energy matrix there, so we're there. Power grid. So we've probably got our thermal, what's this guy called again? Thermal generator running at full capacity if he's not able to keep the grid from flaring up like that. All right, so let's clean up the mess over here. We'll wait for these belts to be built. Go ahead and get our sorter to pull the energy matrices out there. And then let's pick up all of this stuff. We don't need this anymore. Boom, 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 boom. We can repurpose that, get it back in inventory, including that research lab. Let's grab all this. All of this. This. We don't want any of this. Let's see here. That. I want this. And these two sorters. And we can even take this guy up. And we got a little belt sitting here. Okay, so now we've just got a production. In fact, I can take one of these off, actually. We probably have more until we get that oxygen optimized. This is a little over capacity. We'll leave it for now. Basically, that is our energy matrix production. Again, we're inhibited by our level of hydrogen production, so we need to look at that at a later date. We are getting a little research done, but not a lot. I'm going to go and hand feed this guy some of our electromagnetic matrices. Okay, we need to get power over here, of course. Probably need to craft some more of those. Tesla towers. Let's, we could actually do a wind turbine too. Kind of want to clean that up. Let's go with Tesla tower for now. I have one. Do. I tend to put these on the corners so they don't get in the way of where I want to route the belts. All right. So that guy should start doing some research for us. We should start seeing this tick down again. Yep, there it goes. And now let's see about getting our This is a mess here, right? We got to clean this up. so yeah, this is a little bit messy. I'd planned on kind of expanding out in this direction. Let's clean some of this up and decipher what we've got going on here. So we don't need to feed multiple labs this way because they can stack. So let's get rid of some of the clutter. Right. We'll clean this up. And this was temporary. I kind of knew it was going to be temporary when we built it. We're just kind of experimenting and getting familiar with the game. We did see that you can go ahead and join belts in a T-junction here, so that's kind of cool. These are very, very fluorescent. Almost a little too fluorescent in my view, but it looks cool. Take out this belt. Boom. All right, good. This guy can go. And more of this can go. Let's get rid of it. All right. That is better. And I think we don't need these. We'll always put them back down. And if we do, let's clean that up. That's a little better. Now, did I take too much belt? I think I might have. Let's see, if I take out some, what has he got here? These are the circuits. I'm going to just grab some out of here and see if that creates a problem. Nope, we're good. In fact, I can put some of those back. All right, nice. All right, that's a little bit better. And instead of outputting to this, why don't we just come straight out of here? We'll start without caching anything. We'll come out the other direction. Feed this around and maybe come in parallel to this belt so it's a little bit neater looking. Let's see how many belts. I hope we have enough. We've got 244. Let's give it a shot. I'm just thinking about how we want to route these. Probably right behind this coal vein. But This will be an improvement, and then we'll wrap up this episode. Let's do it. Things are looking a little sloppy, and then when we go back over there, probably next episode, we can grab ourselves some more foundation blocks. All right, let's get the sorter going and see if this is going to be annoying. Yes, it is. So there's got to be a way. Let me just look. I'm going to look in the controls here to see what it is we need to do to get a little more fine-grained placement so we don't snap to grid. Let's see. Is there a way to do it? Flying up, flying down, sailing. Mining machine ignores grid snapping is shift. Conveyor belts don't snap. The building is shift. So maybe that's it. Looks like it might be shift. Transfer all items. I think I tried that. So what I'm trying to do is get the belt to line up with these little ports. Because if they're not lined up, then when we drop that sorter, it wants to reach from further away. And the further away the sorter has to reach, the slower the process. So I've got a belt. And now I'm going to hit shift. And let's see if it lets me do anything better. It does not. It's still snapping. Like this one lines up nice and this one does not. So I am just not sure of how to improve that. It could be just an early game issue. I don't know. But I'll show you once again. If I create the belt over here and I try and get a sorter on here, see how that sorter's on an angle and it's reaching far out? The farther out it has to reach, the slower it puts items on the belt. So we don't want that. Let's go one closer in. Let's see what that does. So that's where we were. If I go here, now I'm in the middle. Right? So I guess that's just what we're stuck doing. We'll have one. See how that's very close now? And that's going to pop them out really fast. Which is just what we want. But it limits what we can do. Like I cannot get 3 belts next to each other. And that seems like a bit of a limitation. Anyway, for now we can just live with the 1. Let's go ahead and get this guy routed. May not be super pretty. But let's get it started. We can make it look nice later too, or improve it. You can see how the curvature of the planet makes a difference in the routing here. Let's I want to get all the way over here. Let's get that started. That's going to take a while for our guys to build. I'll finish routing this and letting our little construction drones do their thing. We'll pick it up in the next episode from here. We'll grab some more foundations and maybe expand this platform a little bit. But for now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.